Hello.
Is it back clock already?
Are we back?
Return. Renewed.
Yeah.
Reborn.
Kind of sexy.
Re-alive.
Yeah.
Not alive. We're ghosts.
No, like your Pokemon are good.
Yeah, so I've been leveling up a little bit.
Yep.
I think, well, I haven't been leveling, but I have been getting some candies. Not as many as I think I wanted to, but we'll see.
Rusty,
Yeah.
first of all, I'd like to compliment you on your handsome new glasses.
Oh, yeah, let's take a good look at that.
They are
It's a good face.
quite becoming of you.
Thank you.
Second of all, do you have a NSO online account for this profile? Or is this a side profile?
Like for the Switch?
Can you connect to the internet on this profile?
Yeah.
Okay. You should do that in Mystery Gift.
Okay. I will do that in just a minute. What is happening?
There's an event going on right now. I don't want you to miss out on it.
There's
It's a very important event.
it's a very special giveaway.
We don't actually want Shadow Ball here, do we?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
It's better than Astonish.
Better than Astonish.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we really do. We're special. Yeah, Ghost House is special.
Ghost House is very special.
Yeah, no, that is significantly better.
We won't use it on this gym, but
Hey, Sinus Coffee's learning
Coffee
Shadow.
also wants Shadow Ball, I think. Oh no, this is the one that we're combining with Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
We're keeping Hex. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
It's not like you don't have Ghost Stab and other Pokemon.
Metal Sound is okay, yeah, we don't want that.
It lowers the special defense of your target by 2 stages.
Which is not a stat that we use.
You shouldn't be using much special attack in
Ooh, Dark
Yerk.
Pulse.
You almost certainly want that.
Depends if
Do
he's
I
going
want it
physical or
over
special.
Lash Out? I don't think I do.
Oh no,
We're physical with Bad
no,
Man's.
yeah, he's
Typically,
physical.
your Spiritombs are going to be physical. Not because their physical is much better than their special, though I think it is. It's more that his move pool is more physically oriented. The big reason to use Spiritomb is because of their priority moves, Shadow Sneak and Sucker Punch. All of those.
Well, I've got Lash Out instead.
Which is
good.
fun. Yeah.
New move that we're playing with a little bit. So we're gonna skip on Dark Pulse for now.
Yep. But that's the thing, is any of these moves you could relearn.
Right.
So it's not like you're missing out by saying no.
Yeah. Careful of it. Also, remember, guys, you can look on the left side of the screen there and see his tracker. That tracker is provided by PokeLink.
Yeah, it is.
And you can go right there to patreon.com/PokeLink.
Oh, you had it. You were on top of it. Nice.
He is the on top man.
My Twitter fingers are excellent.
Fastest reply guy in the West.
So I think. Oh, God, no, Ian. There's still time to turn back from this path.
Oh, I reply to people on the internet all the time. Good or
And you're
bad.
a guy.
So here's the question. Is level 50 enough to go against the Dark Gym?
You're
Everybody, this is a good time to use rare candies because everybody's on the low end. So, a thing about mechanics. The raid candies give a
XP
number of experience. The rare candies just give you however many you need to level up.
correct.
So the absolute most efficient use of a rare candy is to go from level 99 to 100 when you have just gotten to 99. Now, doing that would be insane. It's not necessary to wait for the most efficiency, but it is a good idea to wait until you see the experience bar is very, very low.
Yeah, just as they
Otherwise, you're using your rare candy to give them like 2, 5, 10, 100 experience points instead of 7,000.
Yeah.
So if you look here, I've got these guys all down real low on their bar. So now is a really good time to use rare candies.
Pierce's Obstagoon is level 46, and that's his ace.
Okay. I think after we use these candies, we'll probably be good.
I always save all my rare candies just before I fight the Elite Four to really squeeze out that maximum experience.
That maximum
Yeah,
level.
that's also pretty good. But in this gen, rare candies are so common.
Yeah, you're never hurting for experience.
Yeah, if you're really really into it, there's absolutely no reason to not go into the Elite Four at level 100. It's really really easy to grind up to 100.
I did it, and I wasn't even trying.
Yeah, in our just regular playthrough, in
That my
Nathan's
casual first time.
blind first playthrough, he put everybody up to level 100 without even like trying to. In fact, he was basically avoiding grinding off stream because he wanted to do everything.
I did a bunch off stream, which is why I had enough to do that. But
Oh, okay.
it's not like I was like doing it like super like for 4 hours every night or anything.
Right. So
Maybe, like,
let's
20 minutes a night,
Yeah.
if that. That
Yeah.
sounds like a lot.
Well, and just like
Like if you were to average it out, I probably did maybe 15-ish minutes a night
yeah.
off stream.
okay. So
Before
I am
you,
connecting. Connecting.
Taking a sweet time there.
Connecting. What is happening?
It may be updating your WoW there. If you haven't connected to the internet in a while, there is a new event going on.
We are live, right?
Are live. I can hear you.
I'm not
we are-
dropping. Yeah, I'm not. My quality is fine. So it is a situation on Nintendo's end, it looks like.
Possibly.
Can you guys connect? Oh, there we go. We're connected.
There you go. So if you go to Mystery Gift, which you need to back out to do.
Yeah.
In your main menu. Got a little present there.
Yep.
Mystery Gift. By a code password. And P25 MUS 1 C. C.
Yeah,
And then
I got
enter. Okay.
it. Interesting.
Who's that Pokemon?
I mean, it's Pikachu.
It's Pikachu!
It's
It said it on the thing. So it knows
Peekaboo.
Sing?
It knows Sing, which it otherwise would not be able to know.
Is that
And it
because
also knows Celebrate, which is an event exclusive.
it's a
Hold on.
lady?
Hold on, did you see that?
Yes, it was male on the other one, turned female.
Yeah.
Mine was female when it came down out of the present, and was female in the main game. That's interesting.
Mhm.
But here on channel Cobrastryke Lightningbolt, we support trans women. So
Yeah.
We love you, Pikachu, and you should be you no matter what.
Trans rights.
Yeah, you should check out your Pikachu, man.
I'm
Check it.
gonna.
Check out your Pekamans.
Lightning Brawl, Light Ball, Lightning Rod is a hidden ability. I don't think it has any. At least mine didn't have perfect IVs. Tib in Nature is cool. But this one knows Sing and Celebrate. I think Encore is an egg move, but don't quote me on that.
And then Electro Ball.
Yeah. Sing and Celebrate are event.
Interesting.
It's
And
apparently
it's in a
a tie-in
cherish
with-
ball.
It's a tie-in with the music
The
stuff they've
concert.
been doing with Post Malone.
Well, there's Katy Perry, there's Post. I think that's all that I've seen.
And it comes with a cherished ribbon.
So if you press A, you attach the ribbon to it, and now whenever you throw it out of the Pokeball, it'll say Pikachu the Cherished.
Yeah, that's nice.
That is nice.
Did any of my guys come with a ribbon?
They shouldn't.
There's not a way to breathe
Yeah.
ribbons down that. I know
No,
of.
you can't. Pokemon caught in the wild can have the markings, but those markings don't show up on Pokemon that hatch out of eggs, unfortunately.
See, I thought that those markings, the ones that showed up in the wild, did have a chance of showing up on bred ones.
Unfortunately, they do not. Or if they do, I'm unaware.
I thought that it was that they did show up, but they were random, just like wild. There wasn't a way to breed the correct one or whatever one you wanted. There wasn't a way to control that.
As far as I am aware, and I am not aware of everything, markings like that have no chance of showing up on eggs. I have bred a lot of eggs in Gen 8, and I have not seen any of those markings show.
He's bred at least several thousand. At least.
I don't know if several thousand, definitely over 1,000. But I
I
don't
think
know if
anybody
I'm
gets
like-
Dragon Pulse.
I don't think any notable Pokemon on your team get Dragon.
Probably.
Norville or Sinus Coffee would be good with it.
I don't think either of them get it.
Yeah.
And Dragon isn't super duper great as a coverage move.
No, but it would help with Raihan.
It would hit his Flygon.
Turtonator.
Well,
Yeah,
as we
it's
know
right.
from a fight with me and Ian, Flygon is real scary.
My Flygon did do work.
There was literally, with those teams, literally no way for me to win. It outsped and one-shot everything.
It would hit his Flygon super effectively.
All right, well,
But I don't
let's...
think either of those Pokemon get that, so I think the point's kind of moot.
No.
Not there.
Spikemouth, the
Yeah.
one with the flag.
Yeah.
But I didn't make it to Spikemouth. We're actually going back to Sirchester. Because I only got the bike.
I see.
Yeah, he's got to go through the route.
I was not here last time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I remember that now.
Yeah, that's when we had the discussion about sent us coffee. You and I were discussing about its moveset, and we decided to do Will-O-Wisp and Hex on it.
Bold strategy, Cobb. See if it works out.
Yeah, we got to talk about how good Burn was.
Burn good.
Burn good.
Burn was actually nerfed Gen 7, I think. Do only half its damage that it was doing in previous gen, which made Guts users like Conkeldurr real scary.
Yeah,
because it was less punishing to get to be activating Guts.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's a mistake.
Which makes Guts users real scary.
But it also needed the nerf. I mean, this is one of those balance things that's kind of hard because Burn, even with that nerf, is still really good.
Good.
It's not as good versus special attackers, and is probably it's probably the difference between it being good against everything and being good against physical attackers only. But
matter of fact, oftentimes in competitive situations, people will specifically try and get their special attackers burned so that they can't be poisoned.
Yeah.
I would employ that strategy when I was playing Gen 5 MU with my Alamomola, where I would actually try and get it burned, so like by switching into like Scalds or whatever, so that I didn't have any chance of getting toxic poison,
which is the way that you kill Alamomola is you toxic it.
Yes.
Because Alamomola is hard to kill if not.
Alamomola is hard to kill even if it is.
Yeah.
It's just a good mod. Your generator's busted.
This was the grab block that in my first playthrough of this game killed my Pikachu.
It's not water type.
This is the grap locked that legitimately startled me. Like I had a literal jump scare when I saw it in that corner, and I went around, and it shoots off after you, and it's scrambling, and you're just like, oh!
Yeah.
Well, that grab lock is more powerful than Pierce.
Yeah, level 50. So I was trying to catch it, and that's actually why I had Pikachu out front, because I was going to paralyze it. And then I don't remember if superpower critted or if it just OHKO'd.
Pikachu is kind of frail.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
So
stun me if a super...
that is definitely what I'm running on my fighting team when we do mono fighting is Clobbopus grap locked.
Okay.
Clobbopus is, in my opinion, the cutest Pokemon of the generation.
I was about to hot take and say that. I was about to say, Clobbopus is the cutest Pokemon introduced in this generation. Changed my mind.
And there are some contenders.
There are some cute mons, but Clobbopus, I think, takes it.
Real cute mom.
Remember the flying battles where you could have only flying or levitating Pokemon?
Rusty,
But that
about
included
Sky
things
Battle
like
Generation.
Mantine and Gyarados?
You're talking about Sky Battles in Generation 6?
Gen 6, yeah, the Sky Battles.
I lost something in Sky Battle in Gen 6.
You shouldn't take them on past, like, the third one, because then they have flying strategy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
generally,
take them
you only
on
have one
in a
or two.
Nuzlocke.
Yes. And generally, you only have one or two eligible Pokemon in your team. I stopped doing them in my first playthrough after my... I had to fight a Skarmory with my Pidgeot. I think it was a Pidgeotto at the time. And it took like 40 turns.
You were literally getting into struggle territory.
Yeah, it's like,
Is
fuck this, man.
Pyukumuku water?
Yes, pure water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember with Pyukumuku, that how Guts Out works is
it's called Innards Out.
What? It's that it deal.
If it's KO'd with direct damage, however much damage it took, that turn will be dealt to your HP.
Right.
Define
So-
direct damage.
Damaged by a move directly. So passive damage like burn damage or toxic damage does not count toward innards out. So of the moves I see before me, only Will-O-Wisp deals indirect damage.
Right. So which one of these isn't going to kill, and then I can burn it?
Probably Hex without being boosted.
But
I
it
really
is
didn't-
boosted.
Well, It's
He's
Yeah,
saying
you're
without being
saying
boosted.
without being burn boosted.
yeah.
Stat.
You think it's gonna do less than psychic? It's got stab.
What's it? Hold on.
I
Hit
mean,
Y.
You can hit Y.
Yeah.
You can do the math.
90.
Psychic is 90.
They're about
Yeah,
the same.
Psychic will do less damage.
Psychic is 7 power. No.
Yeah.
About 7 power left.
Yeah.
So. Hope for the low roll.
There you go. Now you can't deal indirect damage.
That's so dumb. I should have
It's
burned it
that-
first. I don't really have an option but to kill this thing.
Switch.
Or just kill it.
Yeah, it's got way
This-
less HP, so it'll.
And you're gonna need some back here from the.
I'll heal it back up and
We'll take some innards out damage.
yeah.
But...
Okay, note to self: burn this thing first.
The only direct damage dealing moves that Pyukumuku can know are Counter and Miracle.
I knew that.
It's kind of like Wobbuffet, though it has many more moves.
Wobbuffet's got like 8 moves and. Wobbuffet's got Counter, Miracle, Destiny Bond, and
Safeguard and
yeah.
Flash Charm.
That's 8.
Yeah.
If I like actively,
It may have gotten another move or two in this gen, but
Yeah. Remember that Sock shouldn't be near as dangerous to your ghost team, but Sock,
watch it, sturdy payback.
yeah, has been absorbed dirty. That one didn't. So it's a good thing that you didn't burn it, because I think its other ability guts. Isn't it?
Inner focus, probably.
Does throw kick out?
I believe Throw can have gun.
Okay, that might be. So I love when you got tormented earlier with Sidda's Coffee, and how pissed Sidda's Coffee was. He came out of the spout, and he's like, "I'm a fucking
Rattle teapot, you.
yeah."
Here is my rage, and here is my.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm about to drag your ass back in." It was good.
That's it. I'm all steamed up.
That scrambling animation for Clobbopus is really good.
Yeah. I'm boiling over. This wash pot is gonna whoop your ass. Goodbye. And since Whalmer has a very high base HP stat, you're probably going to get a lot of heal juice out of
I'm
this.
Yeah.
probably full. Yup.
You did get healthy.
Whalmer is among the healthiest Pokemon in the game.
Healthy.
They're all healthy.
Please, Whalmer.
All right, I have decided that tomorrow I'm going to go and buy a new controller. That was it.
We actually are in need of a.
See if I can grab something.
The 360 controller that.
Oh my god, please.
There's so many whales. The 360 controller that you actually got us the cable and it's pretty much shot.
Yeah, that controller that I gave you guys is not young.
Well, it has lived a good and full life, and it's ready to be sent to the farm upstate.
The great controller drawer in the sky.
I believe it came with. It did not come with because it's wired, but it was purchased with an Xbox 360. Close to release year.
Oh, it's gonna go to the farm upstate where it can control Master Chiefs and run free.
A Mad Dog's controller in sight.
Hello, Fuzzy Numbers. Welcome to stream.
Hello!
Howdy. We've got ghosts.
We do have some ghosts.
Ghosts galore.
Yep.
Yep. I'm Rusty. On the call, we've got Nathan and Ian. We are Cobrastryke Lightningbolt.
Yep.
Uh, we have a streaming schedule that you can view on the channel
Yeah, down below.
if you like what you see.
Gross.
As they said, I'm doing a mono ghost run.
We've got ghost coffee, tea,
Whatever it is.
whatever Sinner's coffee is.
Yeah.
It's
Ghost
Um,
beverage.
it's got sweetened condensed ectoplasm.
We got sand.
Can you show sweetened condensed ectoplasm on stream? Is that TOS?
Not ask those questions.
See, the thing about asking that question, oh, my controller, it's bad, guys.
Yeah, it's so bad his dad works at Nintendo.
The thing about asking that question is it wasn't against TOS until you asked if it was.
It's like Schrodinger's cat. It's not TOS until you observe it.
Also, I don't think it's actually against TOS.
But what about terms and agreements? I assume that's what
Yes, Ian.
TNA stands for.
For your purposes, TNA stands for Terms and Agreements.
Ian, you're a sweet boy.
That's right, Ian, you got it. In Wishy-Washy's case, it stands for tuna and albacore. Because those are types of fish.
Sick fish reference there, Nathan.
Man, I am killing it today. I think albacore is actually a type of tuna. So
I
let's
think
say,
you're
like,
right.
Trout and albacore.
Can we talk about trouts for a minute?
Yes, Ian. Let's talk about trouts.
Well, like, have you seen what they turn into?
I'm
Like,
thinking about
Yeah,
trouts.
dinner.
One, you don't like fish,
and,
but like, you've seen the normal trout, but like when they get like, they turn into fucking monsters.
they do get big.
Yeah, like it's insane. Like
So,
Especially
fuzzy
one
numbers?
I almost really caught. Like, it was like huge, like giant. The one I almost caught.
Nathan,
Yeah.
going to ask you this question.
Yeah.
And you have to answer it.
It was this big.
And you have to answer it. You get two choices. You answer it correctly, or you can tell me you don't feel like answering it. I will accept either of those answers.
Okay.
When was the last time you actively went fishing?
I think I had to teach a class at Hale once when somebody else was sick.
Okay.
So, I don't know, 2014-ish.
Okay. When before that?
Question. I want to answer that question. I'm not sure if I'm capable of it.
I think I know the last time that I went fishing actively, and it was, I'm pretty sure, the year of our Lord 2013. Because we did, because
the Roaring River.
Yeah, the Roaring River.
But I assume I did it as a Boy Scout at one point.
Yeah.
But I don't have any recollection of it. I think the last time before that I recall fishing, I probably was a weevil.
Yeah.
That would have been about, I don't know, 4th grade, 5th grade.
This
probably.
guy is calling my every move.
I have noticed that.
This is
Toxapex
nuts.
bad.
I'm sorry that he choked on a bone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry
last time I choked on a bone was a terms of service violation. Yes.
Right around full circle.
Yeah! Check that box.
Are you going to
did
explode this Toxapex?
What?
Are you going to explode this Toxapex?
Yeah, I think so. Not if it keeps on bunkering.
All that does is let it take damage from burn and hail.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Simply delays the inevitable.
Yeah. We've talked about it on stream before, but Nathan gave me a Toxapex in my second playthrough of
Oh, thank
Moon.
God.
We don't need to talk about the first playthrough. But yeah. Well, I'm glad that that you went on a date and they pulled and he got some fish from the Arkansas River. Glad that's what happened.
Yep.
All right. Do I have a PP restoring berry?
Do you have a what?
A PP ha 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 restoring berry.
Where is Brett? We need him.
You were looking for a lepa berry. Your berries are in your 4th pouch from the left.
Or just an ether.
I mean, that works too, but...
Hey, look, he swapped an ether for a max elixir. Oh, Rusty, you should catch a Jellicent and use it on your team.
I should. I could name it Norville.
Yeah.
Norville's so pissed off right now. You fucking gonna replace me?
My non-existent ears are burning.
Norville. I love Norville. It's a good name.
It is a good name.
Like, you don't think it would fit what a Jellicent is, but it does.
I suppose if you to pick a name that isn't Mr. Pringles, Norville will do.
Mr. Pringles is also really good, though.
Yeah.
Holy crap. How have I not... surely this is a meme.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it is.
But how did I miss it? We're gonna scald this toxicity.
The
And we're
Toxtricity
going
is specific.
to Ironhead the Maractus.
Yep. You are right there for the.
Oh,
He at
yes!
Nice.
He at least needs to be, paying rent for that mustache.
I'd pay rent just to live in that mustache.
Gross.
It looks warm.
Gross. The machine. Every time I see the name, I know that it is a Mystery Machine reference. Like, I'm fully aware of that.
Yep.
Rent a mustache.
Oh, is it not a Florence and the Machine reference?
No, these are all. The idea was to do Scooby-Doo references because we've got Dinkley.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Well, she could literally own my life. Fortunately, no. Like,
Are you telling me Bodie McBoatface wasn't the ship to wreck?
No,
you're a goddamn monster.
we've got Anchor Shot.
Oh!
I
Anchor
know.
Shot's one of my favorite.
It's so good. Also, the animation. Dope.
It is cool. Okay. McBoatface is now good.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is every time
And then it's going to get Power Whip and it's going to absolutely fucking slap.
It's gonna slap it with its vines. It's gonna very literally slap.
the every time I see the machine, I think of the what's his name, like Brett something, the comedian that did the Machine Store.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't heard of that?
No.
So he's a comedian and he's like
That much I'd gather.
Points at my whip.
Basically what it is.
And so he talks about being like just a frat guy at Florida State, and
That is the place to be a frat guy.
yeah, in like the 90s.
Time to be a frat guy.
And how he. So the
Like-
first joke is that he's like, I was stupid. I took a Russian class and didn't realize for a couple of weeks. I thought he's like, I
just-
thought it was Spanish.
I assume that, like, just stepping onto FSU University in 1990 something raises your BAC by, like, a substantial amount.
The
Probably.
same amount that doing so in OSU right now.
I mean, like, I know you can't get contact drunk, but I feel like if there was ever a time and a place to, that would be the time to do it.
I mean, yeah. But anyway, so he talked about how he was gonna drop the
Did I
class.
say BMI? I meant blood alcohol content.
Yeah. I think pussies making fun of you, Nathan.
It's okay. They're allowed to.
But and he talks about that he was gonna drop the class, but the professor was like, hey, I need to get my master's. I need to teach this class, and to teach this class, I have to have so many bodies in here. And if you drop, that will go. So I will give you a C if you stay in this class. And he's like, bet. And somehow he took 4 years of Russian. And according to him, like, did not understand at all. And,
I mean, to be fair, you can't learn Russian. It's just, like, something that, like, you absorb by, like, being enough of a Rusky.
and so he's like, and the joke he makes is that, okay, Russian 3 and 4 were taught in Russian. Have you ever had to take a test in a language you don't understand? And the answer is A, Q, question mark, star. And so he's like, somehow I kept failing my way through these classes, and they were planning a trip to Russia. And the same teacher, the first year teacher, came up to me and said, if you go on this with all of the credits that you have somehow for being at this school for a decade, you will get a minor in Russian. And so he's like, bet, let's go to Russia. And so he ends up going to Russia, and of course this was Russia in the 90s, so
events were happening.
Shit was happening. And so the school faculty that went was like, this is Sergey and Sergey. They are Russian mobsters. You're not going to talk to them. But they are going to escort you to and from all of the events. And he's like, oh, I have 2 new best friends. And so he's like, so he said he grabbed a bottle of vodka and was planning out a...
I mean, to be fair, you can outstretch your arm in Russia and grab a bottle of vodka accident.
Yeah, he's like, I was gonna go knock on the door, and he had planned on a phrase in Russian to say to them, something about like him being a party animal and fucking bitches and whatever. But he says he knocks on the door. Sergey, one of the 2 Sergeys, opens the door, says, "What the fuck do you want?" And he's like, I panic and say the first thing that comes to my head. I am the machine. and the first one laughs and says, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" It invites him in. And he's like, "You tell him what you just said to me." And he's like, well, at this point, I said, "Fuck it," and yelled, "I am the machine!" And so he became best friends with the Russian mob while he was in Russia.
I mean, to be fair, if you're going to make a good impression on a Russian mobster, that's as good an in as you can get.
Yeah, and so he says, yeah.
Okay. What do you what is your poison of choice to make fun of or make friends with Japanese mobsters? Because I feel like sake is too easy.
Yeah. Well, so not to name names, but we had a person in our group. He was going to school near us. Come down, and he was part of our scout group. And his parents came, at the end to, when he was getting done with his degree and all, to go back, and they gave a bunch of the adults sake with the gold leaf in it.
Yeah.
And we still have that bottle somewhere. Because my parents don't necessarily drink sake. But I assume that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was very fancy.
Yeah, I don't know if I were a gangster and somebody gave me an alcohol with literal gold in it, I would probably be down with that.
It was very cool.
Yeah, we've still got that bottle somewhere, and you can see the little gold leaf specks in it. It's really cool. But anyway, that story ends with him with them on a train to another part of Russia, because Russia big.
And have it on good authority.
Yeah, and his 2 gangster friends were like, "All right, we can't come with you. That's not our area. There are other people that run that area, but we put in a good word with you." Yeah, with the mobsters or the Russian gangsters there.
Yeah,
and so they get on the train, and he gets pulled up with the Russian mobsters. He said I have never felt that incredible, because like people came to pay their respects to the mobster. He's like, the fucking conductor of the train came and made nice with the Russian mobsters. And he's like, so, you know, of course we were drinking because, of course.
You are in Russia.
You are, yeah, you are in Russia. And they ran out of alcohol, so the mobsters were like, okay, we'll go into the bar cart. And he's like, all right, cool. And he's like, when we got into the bar cart, I realized that they were speaking Russian to me, and I was able to understand and respond back to in Russian. And he's like, well, I'm having this realization. I also realize we're robbing the bar cart. He's like, and he makes a fantastic joke. He's like, we're robbing the bar cart, and I'm realized that I'm committing a crime hooked on phonics style. And they go on to rob the entire train, and he's like, okay, so I want to admit, I am married now. Like, I have a wife, I have kids. They are my life, you know. So I have, you know, made the decision that, you know, that woman is my everything, you know. I'll never cheat on her, nothing, you know. That is a conversation, you know, that I have actively had with myself.
Yeah.
I have never had a conversation with myself about robbing a train.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
You when in Rome.
Yeah.
In league with the Russian mobsters.
Yeah.
You can't exactly, like, you know, unget yourself out of that situation.
Yeah, and he's like,
so maybe you become a little bit of an accessory to, you know, the grand larceny or whatever.
Yeah. And he's like, so they decided to rob the entire train. And he's like, but if it helps, they also robbed me. Because, like, they went to, you know, rob the classmates and all. He's like, so when they got to the station, of course, the professor and the entire group had called the police.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know, it was not a Russian professor. He thinks she was like a liberal artist, and the police and they were giving their statement to the police there. He's like, oh no. He's like, maybe this has gone incredibly badly. So they give their station to the police, and he's like, one of the mobsters is like, nah, dude, don't worry, I got this. It's like, okay, good, I'll let him handle it. And then the mobster goes to the cop, like, pulls him, like, yanks him out of, like, whatever statement he's taking.
Yeah.
It proceeds to call him a number of obscenities.
There you go.
And
if you're enjoying this, I can half remember, like, a Dane Cook sketch or something.
Yeah. And then he's like, apparently the mobster was like, you know, we're gonna fuck you up, and he's like, stop saying this wee shit. and so the mobster, you know, walks away, and then the cop points at him, and he's like, come here now. And he's like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And then the cop says, so, I hear you are the machine. And that's how the bit ends. But if you want the actual, like, good version of that story, go watch it. Go type in the machine.
Name the comedian.
That's something. I'm pulling up the name now.
No, I can see him. He's literally Googling Brett something.
Let's see. He's probably not going to kill me.
It's Bert. Like, he's a Muppet.
He's probably not going to kill me unless he crits.
Bert Kreischer.
There we go. He missed.
And the man is not wearing a shirt.
No, the man is not wearing a shirt.
He's really trying to evoke that whole Russian thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
So what does Piers lead with?
He leads with Scrafty.
Scrafty.
Okay.
What if there was a Muppet version of Pokemon the first?
You would think that the scene where Ash dies would be less impactful, but somehow it's more.
Yeah.
No, you just have a scene where Gonzo looks directly into the camera and says, "And Ash doesn't die."
But I
To
posted.
be fair, that one line where they're like, Brock's like, I didn't even know they had Vikings anymore. And Ash goes, they mostly live in Minnesota.
That line lives in my
That
head.
came out of a Muppet movie.
That line lives in my head rent free. But I posted the link in the chat there again for the YouTube sake. It's Bert Kirschner. I guess that's how that's pronounced.
There's no N in that.
What? You're right. There's not.
I'm gonna guess it's like Kreischer.
Kreischer, whatever. But literally, you could go onto YouTube and type in the machine, and it'll get you there.
And she's like a hairy guy. With no
Yeah,
shirt.
you'll know you're in the right area when you see a guy with no shirt. You're in the right story.
See, in real life, that's bad advice. Generally, if you encounter a man with no shirt, you're in the wrong area.
But now I'm just thinking about the Muppet version of Pokemon the first movie. Muppet Mewtwo.
She goes, I am Mewtwo Pokemon. And then he kind of does that like Muppet flappity thing.
Again, you would think the Meowth fight, that the slap fight, that actually is somehow emotionally impactful wouldn't be, but it is.
So we've got Gonzo as Meowth. Who are the rest? I'm assuming that everybody agrees with that, right?
Is Gonzo capable of being anybody but Gonzo?
Well, I mean, it's a Muppet show. The Muppets are putting on a stage play of Pokemon the first movie. So
First,
Gonzo is playing Meowth. Who are the other two members of Team Rocket? Who is Ash?
It's very obvious. There are two members of Team Rocket, Jesse and James. And they kind of work as the sort of like comic relief, excessive commentary, especially in the Pokemon movies. Obviously, Stadler and Waldorf.
Okay.
which one's Jesse?
I believe Waldorf is also Stadler's wife, just in a wig.
Yeah.
Fair.
So which one do we give tits to, and which one has to love his Pokemon?
But
Rusty, Discord cut out there. What was that?
I said between Stadler and Waldorf, which one do we give tits to, and which one has to love his Pokemon?
Well, you see, James got tits that one time.
he did get tits that one time. They don't show that episode in there.
They were like as anime tits as you could get too.
They were big old Bon Ton Donkeroos.
They were just the biggest boy honk flopplers.
Yep.
Oh, you're right. Fuzzy numbers. Ash is actually live acted by a topical celebrity. So, one of
I
the
don't know.
Chris's, Pratt, Evans, Hemsworth.
I don't know. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. No, you're right. It is Tom Holland. So then we've got Brock and Misty.
Misty is Chloe Grace Moretz.
No. They've got to be Muppets. We only got the one live actor.
You only get one human character.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe a couple of side characters, but of the main cast, only one of them gets to be human.
Misty must be Miss Piggy then.
Did that make Brock Kermit?
I guess it does.
Which Muppet is the horniest?
Miss Piggy, but
Yeah. Does that make Brock Miss Piggy?
I'm
Yes.
fine with that answer.
So Brock is Miss Piggy, and Misty is no. Actually, no. Fuzzy Numbers has it. Brock is Gonzo, and Misty is the chicken.
Okay.
Brock's not horny for Misty because she's a 10-year-old.
Is she really that young in the anime?
Ash is.
That doesn't stop Brock from thirsting after every other girl.
Brock only thirsts. Yeah, over Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny.
Every female character that they encounter.
No, every other adult female.
Okay. Alright.
He chases cougars. That's Brock's thing.
Brock knows what he's about.
Yeah. He's never had any of the hots for any of the companions in any of the series. Yeah, she does. Weird. The jump from Japan to America for Pokemon wasn't exactly graceful.
Maybe that's because 4 Kids was terrible.
He had 4 Kids is terrible.
No, they died.
I know.
They died.
And yet, still feels appropriate.
Yeah. They do. Even though they are dead, they're
4 Kids brought us drying.
Yeah, they're
It's not-
Death doesn't stop Rush Limbaugh from being terrible.
That's true. Okay, drying pan is good,
Yes.
but one good deed and a mountain of crap.
Right.
No,
As
time
in-
to use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan. Nathan, get the line right.
Which, that isn't even from the first Mewtwo movie, it's from the second.
Where they scale the fucking
Devil's Tower
Yeah.
lake thing.
yeah. Because Mewtwo's like, I'm a peace out, y'all. And then that's also the movie that we learned that Mewtwo actually has a mouth
He does have a mouth.
because he gets tortured.
He does. Pokemon 2000 does have that song that Herman Cain quoted.
Didn't he misquote it?
I don't think he did. But I would have to watch the clip.
American
Poke-
history in the last 10 years has been fucking wild.
But the best line is still in that movie. Drying pan might be number 2, but the best line is still in that movie.
So he starts with a Scrafty?
Yep.
Ha.
I could use ham.
It's the best line.
I think
It's
I'd
the best one.
probably just overpower it with Ghost House.
Because you're a ghost. How?
We explode Scrafty with Ghost House. Then
The
we
song.
respond to everything else. We use the machine for
Obstagoon.
Obstagoon. McBoatface has body press for something. And then we've got the Badmans to resist and counter things.
Piers has Scrafty 44, Malamar 45, Gun Tank 45, Obstagoon 46. So really, the ones that body press help you with are Scrafty and Obstagoon.
Okay, well, then I'll swap McBoatface to the first. We'll body
Yeah.
press that,
That's Scrafty.
It may be a smart move to preserve Boathouse for, or not Boathouse, Ghost House for Skunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's poison. We can just blow the hell out of that with Earth Power. Here's this decision.
We have talked about it every time. Gonna be the horse too much again, but yeah, we think that they should have had music here.
Fuzzy numbers. The last Pokemon movie that I saw was Pokemon the first movie when it came out.
I think the most recent one that I have watched in its entirety was the Latios one. I watched it with a friend to make fun of it once.
The last one I watched was the one with the Reggies, Lucario, and Mew.
You mean Lucario and the Mystery of Mew?
Yes. Where the Reggies make the best
They
noise.
sound insane.
Yeah, oh my god. I love the decision they made with the Reggies. Also, like, you could, like, feel the power of the Reggies because they were all...
Every time they showed up, something or someone got fucked up.
Yeah. And also, they were taking Aura Spheres, like, to the chin like
Oh, yes.
nothing.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to the anime. Every time a Reggie shows up, they fuck up shit.
In the Pokemon Frontier, one of them has
Battle
a
Frontier.
Yeah, the Battle Frontier
Raiden has
Regice, and that fucked Ash up.
he Ash fights him 3 times, and each fight he uses one of the different ones.
Yeah.
And in the final one, Ash finally beats his friend.
Yeah. But that Regice fucks.
Yes, all of his Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think I would have one-shot this Scrafty if it didn't have Intimidate. It was close.
Yeah, probably.
At least a good chance.
But yeah, I think the most recent one I watched was the one with Latios and Latios because that's the one with Latios.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about that?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you mean
Age-
sick as in cool or sick as in unwell?
Age in Pokemon is kind of nebulous.
I don't think he looks like he's in bad health. I think he looks tired. I think that's kind of the point. I don't know. I kind of expect him like an old millennial, probably like in his late 30s.
I
Mid to late
think
30s.
it would make the most sense if he were at the least in his 20s. If you were to go off of Pokemon lore, just kind of based on everybody else, he'd be like 18. Pokemon likes to make their characters young.
Well, like, I think that the main character and Hop are like somewhere around 12 to 13.
Makes sense.
I like the lash out animation. That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's good.
it definitely vibes with the whole like you're like 64 possessed soul sword.
The machine. Yeah, I just think he looks like a tired millennial. Really, what I think. Do it, do it, do it.
Auto block a body wash. Block, 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 block. This Pokemon battle's too powerful for this commercial to end.
So,
Fuzzy,
I'm going to die if I get touched.
Yeah, you would die if you get touched anyway. You're faster.
Oh, am I faster? Just for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Thanks, Ian.
So, Aegis Slash is not. Aegis Slash is points.
I thought Aegis Slash.
I would
thought we
like
had
it in the record that I was switching Pokemon and Ian talked me out of it.
Yeah. I legitimately thought you were faster. I would have thought I was faster in this case.
He might run me here.
So do you want to know how you could have won that interaction?
By using King's Shield and then...
Correct. Obstacoon likes to use Obstruct.
I thought with the level difference that's
Hopefully you get a burn off.
Please get a burn off. Might
Actually,
lose
I
here.
don't know if getting a burn off would help you. It may have guts.
yeah. That's not a little though.
I think guts is the hidden ability.
It's got
Not reckless.
Oh, come on.
Is it a speed tie, or did you just
It
get a
must
bad roll?
be, because I went first earlier.
Yeah, it's possible it was a speed tech.
So who knows if I get off first or not.
There's no way of knowing.
You could heal. I don't know.
It is a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. He is that one
Hey,
character.
you win.
He is that one character from Berserk, who armor holds him together or something.
Big sword.
Big sword.
Big sword.
Big sword. Lots of shit happens. That's like capital.
Not a pleasant story. Not
Yeah.
very many cupcakes and rainbows.
Like it's a capital S. You got a trademark after it. Some shit happens.
The
Water
problem
Spout's
with
interesting.
anybody that knows Water Spout is that they are so slow.
Not necessarily. Your name could be Kyogre.
I think Kyogre.
Okay.
Water Spout Kyogre is a scary thing. First couple
I
of
think I'm
turns.
going to pass. I'd rather have Scald and Hex combo.
Hot water spout is not worth trying to go after.
Say again?
Water spout is not worth trying to go after it.
Right.
I'll take the consistency of a scald any.
It's good when it works, but the rest of the time.
I mean, Scarf water spout's fun. There's just no way of getting around that.
You don't get access to the scarf till after E4.
I mean, I could trade it over.
I think there's like you can go to like the Isle of Armor and get it or something.
Yeah, the DLC gives you early access to a whole bunch of things.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
And you die.
Yep. Gross. And like there's even a Pokemon move called Water Sport, which is
There it is.
it's not in this generation though. They decided those were some of the moves moved over.
Well, to be fair, most of the things that got the move Mud Sport and Mud Sport and Water Sport, it didn't help that Pokemon out very much.
Yeah, they were only good. They were only good in like double battles and triple battles and multi battles.
I think the Roselia line got some usage out of Water Sport.
Yeah.
But like, that's it.
The first gym leader in X and Y makes pretty good use of it, especially if you have the fire starter. It's useful in a bug gym.
Yeah, but again, most of the things that actually get it are already water type.
Yeah.
So the times that you
But Surskit takes neutral damage from fire.
Surskit does, but like, how many times in the bug gym are there double battles?
There aren't,
There's one.
but it carries over.
Yeah.
So like when the Surskit's taken out, the Vivillon that comes after it is still protected by it until it runs out.
Oh, I forgot that that's how that works.
So that's what I encountered in my very first blind Nuzlocke of it. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to sweep this gym with my fire type because fire beats bug. And I was like, oh, it's not. I had to actually like swap to my Pidgey and win that way.
Oh no. Why? So we don't have the camera on us right now, but if we did, we'd have a stream dog. Oh, puppy.
We do have a command.
You. Our dog Crunchy. You might be able to hear him.
I could hear him, so I'm assuming chat could.
Quickie. My face.
We've actually had bigger than 6v6 fights in Pokemon games before. In the Nobunaga game.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, and haven't played that one.
Pokemon Conquest.
It's good.
Ones I kind of that I've been looking to find are that, and I think it's the Wii game Battle Revolution. Kind of keeping my eye out for that one. I think that might make for a good like one-off stream or something to play that for a little while. We do plan on actually playing through Gale of Darkness and Colosseum on stream. That is something that we will actively do.
Your boy may have made some progress to that. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I'm aware.
On that note, when is Snap? That's soonish, isn't it?
Yeah, like March, April, May, maybe.
June, July, August, sometime in this next little bit.
Before summer.
It is before summer.
I think it's before summer. Memory serves.
I was just making fun of you.
Okay.
All that was.
I mean, like, I could, like, pull out my phone and look it up, but, I mean, it's all the way over there.
It is
I would have to, like, lift my hand,
8 inches in front of you.
turn on my phone, pull up Google, actually, like, type a bunch of letters in a sequence. Release date, March 21st. Oh, no, that's the original. Yeah, they have to put new in front of it.
How do I want to deal with this double blade? This is how I want to deal with this double blade.
Use your better sword.
I could use my better sword, but it only knows Astonish, and I don't have sword stance.
April 30.
Yep.
We're going to say it here now, folks. April 30th will be a live stream day.
What? No way.
It's a Friday, so there we go.
Oh, this is a ghosty boy that we're fighting.
Beat him with your better ghosts.
Damn, I should have gone swordy sword.
He does look a little bit like Walter White. I have thought about that before.
How you mind?
As long as he doesn't drive out in the desert in nothing but his underwear and a gas mask.
Goddamn right.
I know Breaking Bad things.
Yep. Pizza on the roof or something.
Hey, look at this. Nathan just caught a totally normal one of these guys.
I did.
He didn't catch it. He bred it.
And
Oh,
Rusty,
no,
your
it wasn't Passimian. It was Oranguru. I mixed them up.
Rusty, you're mixing your monkeys. Don't mix your monkeys, Rusty.
I hate it when you get your monkeys mixed up.
Yeah. Such a cool idea.
So dope.
Ow.
He flung a heartstone at you. That's
Oh, no, you've been hanging out by the side of the road this whole time?
Triple A stands for the sound you make when you're frustrated at having to wait on a vehicle on the side of the road.
Are you okay?
Do you need assistance? No, having done that whole gotta wait on help thing it's no fun.
Jess is asking for help. I'll just go to death.
I got it.
Did I forget the thing?
The thing.
Thing. Thing. I don't know, probably.
You got a secret? I got a secret.
There we go.
Now you're gonna be safe.
All right, well, you have a safe drive, Fuzzy. I hope that you and your car recover and your bank account is not wounded in any significant way, that you make it home safe.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yep.
Get home safe.
Yep. Buy lots of blinker fluid. Just put it all in your car.
Love that controller drift.
Do you?
No. I'm about to spend $60 to make it go away.
That's what I tell people all the time is that your car stopped working because you didn't put enough blinker fluid in.
See, the thing is, you work at an automobile-related business,
I do.
which makes that advice transforms it from a clever joke into a morally questionable statement.
Legally actionable negligence?
Possibly. I don't know for sure.
I know for sure. And it would.
I mean, they'd have to prove it. And let's be real. With the way the American justice system works, things aren't illegal until they can prove them.
Yep.
Disclaimer, that was a joke.
That's right. It was a joke if you're listening, Grandma.
I'm fairly certain your grandma isn't watching or
Possible.
listening. Unless she is Lemon Juice's 12. Or Kish Intern. That's right. I know you guys are watching.
You and I have similar,
Fuzzy, are
Sometimes.
you Nathan's grandma?
You could be.
So, my mom is texting us because she's not here right now. She's actually helping take care of our grandparents, and she knew that I was having sinus issues earlier today. And she asked how my head was, and at the same time, Nathan and I responded. And Nathan said, "Still attached," and my response was, "Still there." You can tell we might have similar senses of humor.
Humor.
You guys should both respond with definitely the opposite one that you just said. Like, Ian should definitely say, definitely still attached. And Nathan should say, definitely still there.
Man, that head is so attached to that body. Super duper excited about how attached to that body that head is. That is fastened on tight there.
Actually,
Nothing
you
to
should
worry
you
about.
should text me your mom's number, and I will send her a message that says, "I have news about Ian's head."
Specifically, how attached it isn't.
Which, let me tell you, very attached.
Yes. Like if attachment of head were a firework, it would be like that big exploding firework at the end of the show that everybody goes ooh to.
Like if you could numerically quantify it, it would be like positive infinity.
Yeah.
Like, April, I've got some news about Ian's head. First off, still definitely attached.
Very much attached.
It
Can't
is
overemphasize
extremely
that head.
here. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. I'm going to run to the restroom. We will be back soon.
Someday.
In just a couple minutes.
And we're back.
We are back.
Nathan is walking a crunchy, but he'll be back shortly too. Fuzzy, we have not set up a Patreon yet. We're mostly kind of doing this for fun right now. So far as you are the only person who has ever asked so far. So we had a couple more requests for it. We'll probably set one up, but they cost money to maintain right now. So we need more people willing to pay us on Patreon before we could justify. We didn't get one set up before they changed their policy. It used to be free, but now it's not. And so now we'd...
Yeah. And
I appreciate the thought, though.
yeah. And again, we would love to get partnered and all of that, but that's not, why we're doing this. Or, affiliated, I guess, is the first step. And we would love that, but again, we're mostly doing this because we think we're kind of funny sometimes, and we like playing video games with our friends.
And right now, it's been a real sanity check during the pandemic.
Yes, it has been.
To be able to have a scheduled time that the three of us are getting on and gaming together.
Like, Nathan and I have been non-stop working during the pandemic.
And I've been the opposite. I've been doing nothing, which is awful for a very different set of reasons.
Yeah. So, thankfully, I was able to change jobs, and I'm not actually dealing with, I used to be in the public retail sector, but thankfully I'm not anymore. But Nathan still is, and so having this channel during the pandemic to kind of keep us sane has been a godsend.
And a creative outlet.
Oh yeah. Nathan's back.
Like, for real, as soon as I get going back to work, which might be soon, the quality of my overlays is probably going to suffer because I'm not going to have the time to put into it that I do now. Like, I spent a day on this. And it's been nice, and I enjoy doing it, but it's not the only thing I enjoy doing. And I go back to work, and I'm gonna have to start rationing my time again. That is what I'm not looking forward to. But I am looking forward to. I'm a substitute teacher, and I miss my kids.
I work for the IT department of a university near us. A satellite of a satellite. And Nathan does car stuff.
That wheel that sits in front of you when you sit in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
That's not actually one of the tires that are supposed to be on the ground. Just a pro tip.
Thank you. Thank you for that pro tip.
Yeah, Ironhead is the correct move to be using here.
Against what?
Pelipper.
It's
Did
not
Will-O-Wisp
correct.
miss, or was it ineffective on Sligoo or something? I wasn't paying attention.
Lagoo can have hydration as an ability, so since it's raining, it may be getting cured. And keep in mind that water resists steel.
Oh.
I was going to tell him.
Maybe I should have let him tell me.
But no, Rusty did a good job with this overlay, and it really helps that.
Maybe you just quit doing it. Doesn't matter.
It also does really help our Pokemon tracker over there, Pokolink, which you can find at.
Patreon.com/Pokemon.
Was that URL one more time?
Patreon.com/Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Fuzzy. If you're looking for a Patreon to support the guys that made that
Pokemon tracking
that app that we use to track everything, would be a great place to spend a couple bucks a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they it's an automatic tracker for right now for Gen 1 and then 3 through 7.
Yeah.
They're working on getting Gen 2, Gen 8 in
And even in generations that they don't have automatic tracking, they still have manual tracking. So
and it is just a breeze to use. We use it on all of our Pokemon streams pretty much.
it fucking rules, man.
I like it so much that I actually use it when I'm not streaming anymore. Who needs a heal? The machine could probably use one.
The machine.
Yeah, Batman's too. So that one was rain. This one is sun or ice.
Bit hot fire.
I was wrong. It's fire. Okay.
You said
Well,
sun.
that's gonna make Norville bad, but Ghost House will be fine. Well, let's grab Norville anyway.
Hold on. Before you do that.
Yeah.
Before I lie to you on stream. Touch my Cheerios and I will stab you.
You're gonna make sure that it's fire?
Yeah. This is not Motorstoke.
It is
Spike. No, not
no,
Spike.
Spike Myth is yours. Hammerlock.
Yeah, sun and then ice.
So we never fight a rain team.
You literally
Just fought
fought
around Rain Team.
slow go and
What am I doing?
And then in the gym battle, it's a sand team.
Yeah, I know it's a sand team for the gym.
Yeah.
He uses the Sun Team in his champion fight.
But if you touch my Cheerios, you can have this.
Get out here.
And if you ask what I'm going to stab you with, I'm not sure yet, but
Luckily, Cheerio.
if I try hard enough, anything can stab you.
Ha! You've merely burned my special attacker, which both of them are.
Yep.
Remember that Turtonator,
I do know that it's part dragon, but I'm more scared of the Ninetales, and I wanted to one-shot that. So that was my strategy.
Bonk.
Makes sense.
it does.
And I didn't think that with Sun up that I'd be able to scald the Ninetales quite to death.
Probably
That's
not.
probably true. Ninetales has decent special. No fail.
Next one is the mid form of Coma O and Albamus now.
Yep.
So if you had a
In the sun like that, Norville is probably only using like 1% of his power.
Yeah, but he's also a lot harder. Look how little damage he took.
Yeah,
I got the joke you were making there.
thank you.
It's not the first time you've made that joke.
So we're doing ice.
Yep.
This would be a great time for that fire move. If you
Yeah,
had
that fire
one.
move that I definitely have.
Obama Snow and Hakamo'o.
Hmm.
So, way back when Nathan did his first blind playthrough,
Yep.
We got codes for having Komao and Tyranitar.
Yep.
And Nathan and I actually kind of played the game at the same pace.
More or less.
We pretty much mirrored each other. I wouldn't go anywhere past where he was
On the stream before.
on the stream, so I was, I would catch up to him and then not pass him to make sure that we didn't spoil Nathan, because Nathan worked extremely hard to not be spoiled.
Yep.
So anyway, and we had a giveaway for the Komao and Tyranitar.
If you bought the box of Sword and Shield together, they did give you codes for a Larvitar and a Jangmo.
And so, on stream, once Nathan got through the game, we battled on stream, and I was doing all right against his team until that fucking Komao came out, and then he swept.
Komao good.
I think that family might be my favorite pseudo-legendary.
They were good mons. Versatile too. You can run them several different.
Yeah, and I just I didn't have an answer to it. It outsped my Mamoswine, and I even think I put a fighting resist berry on it, and it still killed him.
It's a good mon.
Okay, so he's got 4 Mons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Duraludon is the big one. I'll probably machine him with a Sacred Sword.
So he starts with Gigalith with Sandstream and then Flygon.
So I'll do Norville and Boatface to start with, and then swap in and
then
adapt to however the rest of the fight.
And then he's got Sandaconda and then the Duraludon. The Sandaconda does have Sand Spit, so if
It's very difficult to take out without Sandstorm being up.
Yeah. So if the Sandstorm does go away and then you do damage to Anaconda, it'll put Sand back up. Is it direct damage or is it contact damage? I don't remember.
Direct damage.
How Sand Spit works.
Yeah, so walk me through Sandspit.
Direct damage puts up Sandstorm.
Okay.
If it's not already up.
If Sandstorm's not already up.
So
I'm not. I don't think I'm trying to control weather in this fight. I think I'm just trying to win. Because I can take a Sandaconda out during Sandstorm, no problem.
Yeah.
It'll put it back up.
The only thing that gets the special defense boost from Sandstorm is that Gigalith. It's the only thing that gets it. Everything else.
I think I can handle the Gigalith with
Yeah. And I'm not worried about the Gigalith. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that.
yeah. It gets a what boost special defense?
Yes. Sandstorm
Okay.
boosts the special defense of rock types.
Not any other type, just rock.
So I'm gonna fight this thing with McBoatface. And Norville will take care of the other one.
Yes. Okay.
Rock is weak to steel, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Okay, I've got this fight. We're good.
And steel moves are boosted by steelwork.
Which effectively means you got Steel Staff.
Essentially.
Steelworker, 1, cool name for an ability. 2, just dope ability.
I wish we had an equivalent ability for each type.
Getting a third effective stab is ridiculous. Like
In exchange for the ability slot.
yeah. Like I'm not saying that's broken. I'm saying like that's good.
Yeah. As much as I like Delmise, and I really like Delmise, I don't think it's particularly.
You don't think it's particularly broken, you said?
I don't think it's even great.
Oh no, it's definitely in the like solid category.
Like it's really just like more interesting than it
I mean,
is.
there are a lot of things that are interesting about it. For one, I think it really appreciates the buff that Rabbit's been got, but I don't think it's like ever going to be top tier OU.
But having a third stab is really interesting.
Got it, box.
Should have used Shadow Ball instead of Scald there on the Flygon. Oh, I don't have Shadow Ball. That's why. Oh wait, no, hold on.
I think Scald was your best.
Yeah.
The burn chances.
On Flygon?
Yeah. Flygon's a physical attack.
That won't feel great.
It'll feel fine. These guys are both real thick.
God, Breaking Swipe is not a good move.
Does exactly what it needs to. The pump and doubles and lowers their attack. The damage is just kind of.
I forgot that attack.
Oh god, it takes so long to get the good dress move. Oh.
It's like 63 or something stupid like that.
One day it'll get Power Whip.
I don't want Energy Ball.
It's a
And
very
that's
powerful
rough
move that
to come from me. Energy Ball is one of my favorite moves.
very powerful move. Not especially
Got like 80 accuracy.
80 accuracy, which is serviceable but not fantastic.
I was wrong. And it's 64.
City Pub.
It's 85 accuracy. You do get Phantom Force at level 60 though.
Not better. I think Shadow Plus is yeah.
Alright, I'm going to leave everybody in here, and just we're not nuzlocking. I'm not necessarily trying to keep everybody alive. We're going to focus at this Sandaconda, and then when something dies, I'm going to swap in and end him big and my boy.
And again,
Why is Liquidation not very effective?
It's not very effective on her either.
yeah, it's not very effective.
You don't know because you've never fought a Santa combo.
Okay. Okay. Just
That
making
means
sure there's
somebody-
not something that I'm not aware of there.
Yeah, you only play on Pokemon that you team.
Right. I knew that. I just that possibility for the reasoning wasn't clicking for me. Maybe we get the burn off, but it doesn't super matter.
Be nice.
Who's taking boat face? That's honestly, both of these guys are all right. Oh my god! I'm just gonna. The sword's not even gonna make it out.
Very possible.
Does Duraludon just have a really bad special attack or special defense?
I think that's its kind of weak stat.
Yeah, there's not a way to look.
So I was not expecting to get half of it with that Scald.
Especially since Scald is resistant.
He used Shadow Ball, not Scald. Yeah, base 50 special defense.
Not exactly.
Not
Oh, I did use Shadow Ball. Okay, well, we'll see. I am not worried about this fight.
Excuse me.
Wouldn't it be great if I ran him with these goobers and didn't even G-Max?
That makes don't even G-Max. The only sacrifice that it took was your PP.
You hate it when you have to sacrifice the PP.
And I win.
As long as the roll works.
I rolled him with these two goobers and not Dynamaxing.
I mean, now you see the effectiveness of a bulky Pokemon.
Yeah.
These guys can take some damage. And dish it
Damage.
right back out.
Norville and Bodie McBoatface.
The squad.
Yeah. The Nautical Squad.
They are nautical themed.
The Squaticles. The Squaticle Knots, because they're ghost type.
Oh, like knots, like measuring distance, like the travel speed of a boat.
Yeah, and also knot is 0, which is
And like a nothing.
How
like a
alive
nothing
they
or
are.
a ghosty kind of. The whole thing works. No, that is what Cloud, Strife, and Zach Fair do on a cold day. Fuzzy numbers, a Squaticle.
Gross.
Maybe it's gonna
Swap the T out with a D.
Dragon!
Yep. So does that mean that Hop did the 3 gym challengers without Raihan there? Unlike you?
Fuzzy, yes. I've played the new Final Fantasy VII. I have plans to stream some kind of combination of the original game and this one at some point. Might do that sooner rather than later. Did you see the news about the PS5 version? First off, you buy a PS5 and you can upgrade your PS4 version for free. And there's a DLC for this one that bridges the gap between it and the next installment. that includes Yuffie as a playable character.
Yuffie's ninja girl.
I remember her from Kingdom Hearts.
Nathan and I have never played.
Yeah, the only Final Fantasy I ever played was, I think, Final Fantasy 3, 4 for the NES. Maybe the SNES, I forget. It was so long ago that I barely remember.
I mean, I know the general, like, way that Final Fantasy VII goes down. Like, I watched Advent Children, thought it was dope.
Ian, big sword.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children was not, like, super good. It was very, very, very good at being just dope. It is extremely good animation and just really rad.
Yeah. Like, didn't understand a whole lot of what was going on, but
it's got the same energy as Pacific Rim. That it knew exactly what it was. It didn't take itself seriously, except it very seriously took what it was trying to be, which was dope.
well, Pacific Rim, like, Guillermo was specifically trying to make the B movie, like the B-est B movie he could. Like, he knew what he was after.
And
He wanted a B movie with a AAA budget. He did it, and it was great. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Come back Sunday for Monster Hunter with Nathan and Jaybird. And Chaos, I believe, joins them on almost all of those streams these days.
And it will almost certainly be there. We may even see other people there too.
Saturday, maybe we will be starting Divinity. I don't know yet. I have a training that I've got to do that day for my job coming up this summer. I don't know what the timing is like on that, but we're trying to make those streams kind of a little bit longer. And my training is an all-day thing, so I still don't know what time it is.
Yep.
I just know that it's on Saturday. So we will keep you updated. As soon as I know on Saturday, I'll get that updated on our calendar. You can see there's a mystery slot on that Saturday right now. That is going to be Divinity when we do it. And that'll be with Zach and Tay-Tay. We're starting that back up. And Ian, of course. It'll be the four of us.
Yeah, I'll be there.
For the full 4-player Divinity. And hopefully that'll start this Saturday. But again, that's going to depend on my schedule. And then come back around to next Wednesday, and Ian's doing his first full run of Pokemon Black and White 2.
And we're getting fairly deep into it.
Yep. That one's a Nuzlocke.
Yep.
We'll see you for any and all of those that you guys want to join us for. And good luck, have fun, fuzzy numbers. Be safe. Hope you get home all right.
Adios, muchacho.
Bye.